Good morning. It is August 14th. It's about 7 in the morning. We're out here pretty early because we are working on irrigation today, which is really exciting. So Andrew is doing some digging and starting to put the lines in and stuff like that. And then I'm going to be doing some garden cleanup and some harvesting, which we have a few things out here, so that should be fun. So I have some peppers here that they're not quite ready. They're still green, but they're getting a lot of sun damage on them. And so you can see here, they're pretty brown on the sides. I'll do a close up too. But I'm gonna take these off just because they're so damaged right now that they're just gonna get worse. And so I wanna take these to see, if they're usable now. If not, that's okay, we'll compost them. But I wanna at least try and see if we can get something off of these before they just get more sun scald and more sun damaged. So it's these peppers right here. See that? That's like a ton of damage on it. So I'm going to go ahead and take those off. This one right here. It's pretty bad too. See that? So that is sun damage because this plant, it just isn't super bushy, and this bed gets a ton of sun. And so you take these off, and sometimes they're salvageable. These might not be, but I'm going to take them off just in case. Do this without clipping all the leaves off. There we go. All right, and then right here behind me, I have a yellow squash plant. It looks really bad. We planted it, it was doing really well, and then the aphids got hold of it, and this one just quickly just declined, and all of the fruit, you can see all of them are kind of this size. We only had a couple that were full size off of this thing. And so I'm definitely going to take this out and we're going to try again. This was the first time we'd ever tried to grow yellow squash. And this was the one plant that I just threw a seed in the ground to see what would happen. So I've heard that sometimes in the fall the pest pressure is better for squash. I don't know if that only counts for like squash borers or squash vine borers, I think what they're called, or if it helps with aphids too. But we're going to try this again and take this one out. But for right now, I am going to take this little fruit off just to see if it's something we could eat or not. So this zucchini plant right here, it also has a lot of aphids on it, but it's been doing better than all of the other ones. It's the farthest away from all of the other squash plants. And so it's been doing really well. We've actually gotten the most zucchini off of this thing. So it's been great, but it also, like everything else, is just covered in aphids. But I do see another ladybug right here. So I am hopeful. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I haven't seen any ladybug larvae. I've seen a grand total of, I think, 6. This makes 6 ladybugs in the entire garden season. But I'm hopeful. I see them. They're here, and it's only going to get better. I just keep telling myself that. It's only going to get better. Let me take these off here. I'm going to actually put my other glove back on too, because sticking my hand in here is not fun. All right. So even these are, you know, a little bit smaller and growing a little bit slower. They're still getting a pretty good size. But you can tell when the zucchini plants are struggling a little bit just because the fruit grows a lot slower. And then there's one more on here. I'm gonna take this one off too just because it's been the same size for a couple days now. And I want the plant to focus on getting healthier or growing other fruit. So you can see this one is a little oblong and weird shaped in the middle there. That's okay. Still tastes good. Oh, I knocked the ladybug off. Let's put him back.